When I don't work on computers, I work with photography. I am professional photographer and done this for many years. I do teach classes about lighting, about modeling in photography. My biggest challenge it is creating those presentations for the class. I spend a lot of time to make them. So when the sponsor of this video, SlidesPilot, approaches and says, "Hey, we have a solution for you. Let me show you what that can do so you can decide for yourself it will work for you or not." I will show you some examples. I will take you step by step through the whole workflow, what you can do. And we'll put this system to the test. You can see some of the presentations I already created. This one, it was automated and done about photography. So what I did, I have my photography book with the lighting preset that I created. You can see it's created slideshow based on those settings, and because I select the options to generate for me the images, it's actually generate all of these images. This is just in case if you have only text but don't have any content. If yours document already have images that you want to use it, you can just simply specify this as well. And this one, where I told to use it my own images from that book. An example right here, it's actually format very well. Use it. You can see it's have an image that I took it, and actually on the other side, it is from photo different applications that allowed me to set up lights, preview how it will look, create those diagrams. So this is not created by this. This is take all images that from directly my book and use it as well. So for example, this is Photo Token Studio, and this is photo I processed and photoshopped afterwards, and as well as a lighting setup. This approach was making me quite a bit happy because it's meaning I can use it all my personal images that I created, and if some images is missing, that system then step in creating them for me. I work on different book. And this is everything from A to Z about photography, lighting, but I decide to put it here and say how the system can handle. Let's put it to the test, see how accurate it can process the information inside book. This was only textbook at this point, and for me it was interesting to see how will generate images, and specifically technical, because this is where you can see the most errors. So and you can see it did generate this slide, and it's have two different type of cameras, DSLR and mirrorless. And look on the sensor inside, it actually generate correct representation, because in mirrorless, right here in DSLR, mirror is flipping. In a mirrorless, well, it's explained itself, it's just not there. And I went through all of them with explanations, see how it will take, and convert from my PDF directly to the slideshow. And I was putting like another chapter and says how it will handle lighting as well. It was if some of those elements does not work properly, you can just go ahead inside and edit directly with AI on specific frames. What if I have a large presentation with a lot of data? Problem with some AIs, they will start choking. They will overload data, they cannot handle so many tokens. I took one of these from my book that I recently, after 30 years, I finished writing this book. It's had 120,000 words. What if I take this massive novel and put it inside? It did an excellent job. I was surprised. It's not necessarily how I want to see my book, but I was going with integrity and data extraction, and it did impressive. And from my YouTube, create presentations. And there you go. It actually went through all my script, my slides, and created this CompUI, the complete guide as a slideshow. It's stunning because I have people who ask, hey, do you have written documentation on your classes on a YouTube? There you go. I will explain also some of those steps and as well give you some tips on this. The first what we want to do is you want to log in on SlidesPilot. We'll just click to create new presentations. In the new presentations, we have options to use the PDF to work excellent. That's what we're going to try. Or Word or PowerPoint, so you can import anything. Maybe add another chapters to this book. What if I'm going and put it with a light modifiers. Well, nobody knows how to use this, but it's chapter 4. So let's see how this will handle that. So next, after we put it any document or input what you want based on, we want to select design mode. The standard mode, it will utilize a simple approach creating image in a standard mode. You also have it options to use it image directly from your file. And this is what you saw happen with my other lighting setup book, where I know I created my PDF. I have it all of those images that I created and I want to use them. I don't want to create. So in this case, I'll just need to go here and says use it image. Remember, you can replace those images and edit with AI later on each slideshow if you don't like it. We'll go switch with verify. What do we want to link? This is actually how many slides you want to have it. Here you can determine how many you think. For ours, we'll just leave it after on AI, so it's determined based on the content. The language, as we selected, you can use it any language. I use it the Russian language in other presentation and it's worked very well, and we'll just leave as a after. The next, the density, you can have it consider or details. It's what I wanted. I want to go deep in my book and see what is happening. Tone, it's have neutral, formal, passive, educational, academic. I want to have it a little bit more educational voice because this book about how to work with lighting. It's what I'll select. The next is instructions. Here you can specify about, do you want more images? Do you want connect? Or sometimes a little bit hard to find what you wanted. So if you can click on see all, this is prompt library, which will help you to kind of guide and give you idea what it's about. Many times I actually find some prompts that already exist and it's easy, one click and they're there. So I'm going on educations, and right here I have it class preparations, convert video. You can also look on academic, popular, and then popular is not bad if you use it enhance content with writing. So let's, you know what, let's go use it this one with content. Add a little bit more to this. Let's go to generate presentations. This is the next step where you can select the template. It's come with some predefined templates here. If you don't find that the template exists, you always can just select and edit, or you can click on custom, and inside custom you can create your own. I made this before. We'll go continue with this, and don't worry if you don't like this template. You can modify templates after you generate everything. It's take about a couple 3-4 minutes to generate. We have it our slideshow generated for us. Soft boxes, correct umbrellas, beauty dish, which is parabolic, and it's actually showing lights if you notice right here. Grid, barn doors, gel, but it's very perfect explanations, as well as explaining right here how the soft box work. What about diffusion, slide bounced? So this is very accurate. I think this will go edit with AI. We'll go to our umbrellas, and inside box you can also tell what you don't like it, what's happening. So let's go click on AI edit. Well, I mentioned before about template and using this, for example, to create a back screen for the YouTube. You can find them inside the themes here, and you can create your new theme. We can also generate, like I generate this paper, but you can use all different images that was generated before. My recommendation, stick with a more like this kind of simple without any images behind, because otherwise it will be overlay that image and it kind of clash it and conflict with some other text. If you're interested to create for the YouTube, my recommendations for you to create a more simple background so it's don't overwhelm, and most important, go on the fonts and increase size of the fonts. If you want to give a try to this service by yourself, I will leave it links down below. Just follow them, try, experiment, share with me what you created if you find this useful or not. Thank you for watching these videos, and we'll see you next time.